Hello, everybody, and welcome to part number 2 of the Let's Build the Justice. No, this is part number 3. Yeah, part number 3 of the Let's Build the Master Grade Justice Gundam. Sorry about that. So, in the last episode, what we did was build an arm here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to look into that hand a little bit. Oh, wait, no, I just have it turned. Turn the wrong. There we go. So we have both arms done. Now, kind of in between episodes, I kind of, wow, I can't talk. I kind of went ahead and ordered something online. I got a pair of God ends. These are probably the best. These are the best nippers I have ever used. I will show you on a piece. So these are the nippers that I used for this piece as well. So that's what the nub mark looks originally. Okay? Now, you can kind of see right there how rough that is. That's with me going right up against the part and cutting like that with these ones. This side, I did with the God hands. And oh my gosh. You just gotta do a little bit of shaving, like just running a knife like this on it a couple times, and it's cleaned. As you can tell, this is kind of a practice part. I'm trying to figure out an idea if I want to do it or not. And I was also testing out which panel line works best on the clear pink parts, which I've actually discovered the color of them. Yay. Thank you, SD Gundam. So, yeah, this is actually off a high grade that I have. So, I say if you are really, 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 really serious about Gundam building, I would get a pair of these. And then only use it for the final cut and only for pieces that are going to be extremely visible with an extremely visible nub mark. So, and speaking of very, very serious about Gundams, we go onto my Facebook page, or yeah, you'll find a video link to a secret video that kind of explains why I have this piece here. This is not from the Justice Gundam. This is from another kit I'm working on. This is another hint. These two are at. This is a different. This is a master grade size. This is high grade. But yeah, they're part of the exact same Gundam itself. Geez, I wonder what I have a lot of. And what I am doing with it. So I'm not keeping it just like this anymore. Oh no, I'm doing stuff. There's stuff in the works. Just waiting on an announcement to know what I'm doing with it. And the reason that I'm telling you guys all that is because this is going to be a very short episode. Actually, it won't be as short as you think, as I think. I know that already. Because this is the episode where I'm going to show you guys about dry transfers. Yes, those weird stickers that you get in some Gundams. Right after I locate them. Uh-oh. Good. The dry transfers. Ooh, scary. No, they're not all that scary. Just not many people know how to use them. That's the only thing. They're easy to use, but you only get one shot. It's not like a sticker where you can maybe peel it up once and stick it back down. Not with the dry transfer. And I will show you. I do have a separate cutting board here that I use for dry transfers, which I will tell you about why when we get to that at the end of the episode. Or near the end of the episode, I should say. So, let me turn on the music and let's get going. And don't forget, there's an image of all these parts laid out on the Facebook page down in the description down below. And if you notice some similarities between this and the Strike Freedom 2.0, it's because it used parts of the same runners. That's what it should look like. And as usual, I have done a little bit of painting. I love how easy acrylics are to use. Let me know what you guys think about my painting stuff. Which I do all by hand. So I'm not allowed to get an airbrush yet. I was not supposed to do that. That's why you always catch. Oh no, that is what you're supposed. Okay. Interesting move there, Bandai. Because normally this next piece here goes on before you put it in, before you put it together. That's for the waist connection there. Okay, that is pretty cool. So this longer piece at the top is the top. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty nice. this I'm gonna put off to the side. I don't get why they just don't get in. Little cheat here would be just go underneath. Or not. Alright. Then it's just a matter of slapping these guys. Into the back. There. Sweet. Oh, acrylic paint gone. Yay! I love acrylic paint. So let's put this aside. Let's pause the repeating music. There we go. Let's bring out this piece here. And let's just talk about it. Because this is the one place on the main body itself that you actually get to use these dry transfers. You see here, here's the number 4 and number 3. You can kind of see how they just come along that edge there. So I will do number 3 on camera. So that's this side here. So basically, off of that. Thank you very much. Let me grab one of my new sturdy pointy sticks. Basically, because you don't want to scratch it, the side can scratch it easily. Just a note. Just want to place it right all along here. Now the most difficult part is for you guys to actually see once it's actually stuck on. So I will go over that in a minute here. I'll actually use the back side of this. Just it's a dry transfer. So you don't need water. You just need something at the end of here. Now it's nice and round and not going to cut the piece itself. So we'll have, this is actually called, I see its thing right here. And I know that my file just stuck on, oh no it didn't. Tamiya tool, craft tools, paint stirrers. I have 2 of them. Other ones right by, no. I picked it up, didn't I? Did I pick that one up? Whenever I'm not looking for it, it'll show itself to me. As usual. Okay, so for now I only have one. So what? Big deal. Most of my, actually I'd say about 50% of my paints are now in the dropper style of bottles. Just like this guy here. Great paints, great paints. Include a metal stirring ball in them once you get the stirring ball going. Oh my gosh. Look at that gray. My gosh. That's nice. Sorry, just me playing around with my paints. I like paints. And I am kind of acrylic master race kind of deal. So it's just my preference. I have enamels as well. I don't like them as much because it's a little bit harder to clean. That's the only reason why. Just saying. But now I have the thinner for it. It should be fine. So, enough stalling. Let's go into it. Now the way to instantly tell if your kit has dry transfers is it'll come on a clear sheet, but behind that clear sheet it's going to be kind of like a parchment paper kind of deal. Keep this on the back, because when you're cutting out one of them, see, here's number 3 here, that's the one I'm going to be cutting out. So what I'm going to be doing, I know I have about 4 knives, is just coming in all this, cutting out all this area here. But first I need to tape it onto my cutting board, which I have right beside me. It's an old kitchen cutting board that I stole when I was doing my Lancaster bomber. No, before that, when I was, what was my first one? Tiger 2 actually, my Tiger 2 tank. I know. I went from glue to this. Most people would think that's a step down. For me, this is a step up and up and up. You can do so much more with these guys. So I'm just going to put a little tape on each corner just to keep it down. And you'll notice this side is very shiny. This side is not shiny. This is the adhesive side. This has a special adhesive that when you push down on it, it actually transfers whatever design it is onto whatever it is you put it onto pretty well. So let me just tape this down before I completely ruin it and all that kind of stuff. Now another tricky part about drag transfers is that you have to kind of think of the order of them, because if you put tape on it and you realize that, oh, I want to be covering up another drag transfer, you're probably going to be ripping off that first drag transfer that you put down so perfectly, and then you're ruining the one that you have on it, and it just turns into a huge mess. So, and right now I'm just using Scotch tape, like literally everyday Scotch tape. I would recommend getting the clear kind of it, but I'm just going to move my light a little bit just so that I can see what I'm doing. And by the way, this has great purposes for labeling stuff as well. Like, say that you're working on a kit for Gundam Builders World Cup or something like that, and you have tackle box right beside you that's full of parts and stuff like that, and you want to know which runner they're all from. You can just literally stick a little piece of this on top of the space where it is. Jeez, you can see all the cuts that I did on it. And then you can label it G4, G1 part 2, G4 part 1, and all that kind of stuff. Really handy. So I'm just taping it down with that backing on it so that it doesn't go onto my cutting board. That's my cutting board that I'm knocking on. And you really want to make sure that it's taped down well, but that you're not covering up any of them. So there we go. All four corners are down. Now I'm just grabbing an extra piece. Just an extra piece, just like this. This is all you need. Just stuck it onto the corner of my table for now. I think I'm gonna use my really. And please, if you don't have a cutting mat or something, please be careful with what you're cutting on top of. If it's something important. Please do not cut on it. Please do not cut on it. Like, I have a wood table here that's really old. It's actually a wooden desk more. Let me just put this down for a second. Okay. Now I can talk to you guys. So yeah, I would recommend getting a mat like this. They're fairly cheap, or something that you can cut on. Even if it's a kitchen cutting board, like that works as well. Just make sure it is clean. Or you can also pick one up, probably from the dollar store even, I bet. So, this is where the clear stuff would really come in handy, because as you can see, you can't see where it is. So I'm gonna have to pick this up. Basically what I'm gonna do is just lay it on and make sure that there's good contact with for the tape. And then I'll be back in 3 seconds here. Probably not even that long. Okay, so I have it kind of in the area that I want. I have it in the area, in the spot that I want. This is the only time you get to move it around. This is the only time you get to move it around. Is right now. Because if you do not get it lined up right now, it will not be lined up when it cannot be magically moved around. Like a waterside decal. That is why waterside decals are always master race. Then dry transfers, I'd say. Then depending on the brand, you can tell I used this recently. Here, stirring up one of my favorite paints. So basically all I'm going to do, just start rubbing on it. And to see it, because you guys are not able to see. There is kind of a color change. It gets a little darker. Don't be afraid. Really push on it. Basically, you are doing all the work for it. Okay. Now, don't just go like this. Thank you. Sorry, that was an alarm for myself. What you want to do is slowly peel it like this. Not like this, like this. So if there's any areas that are not stuck on yet, you will be able to see, and then you can just put it back down and it'll line up. So I'll have to clean that up a little bit. But this is the advantage of a dry transfer right here. There's no silvering. Like there's none of the... Here, I'll show you. You can tell that's a sticker right away. Easily. Do I have anybody that has... Yes, I do. I forgot. It's a good thing I'm looking at you. But you can just tell that there is something there. I'm gonna have to go over to this guy again with some of the micro set. Actually, I'll do that right now. With a micro sol. Just because that decal is starting to lift a little bit. And I don't want that to happen. Even with some of my old kits that I've done, like my glue kits that I've done, microsol and microset works for all plastics. And what it does is just basically it basically melts it a little bit. So that just let that dry. But yeah, I'll clean this up a little bit in a bit. If you can see some extra glue got on. And I think I can mostly just scrape it away. But I'll be careful of that because I don't want to do that on camera. Just due to it's time consuming and it is going to be a pain in the rear end to do. So this is a very last thing I need to do here. Just put these two together. Just like that. And if you're wanting a dry transfer to really stay forever, put a top coat on. It's not that difficult. Put a top coat on. What's that weird looking piece that I had a second ago. And don't pick it up, don't slide it around, please. Because you gotta remember, there's nothing in between that piece, the decal, and the and the outside world. So treat with kid gloves. Okay, it's in there. So yeah, I'm assuming we'll do the side skirts with the legs here. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching this long video and dry transfer tutorial there. So if you're new here and you've liked what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. And if you aren't new here, if you're one of the veterans here, hit that like button. It lets me know that you like what you see and want to see me continue on with what I'm doing. So, again, I would like to thank everyone for watching. And until next time, remember to rock on.